What's up, y'all? Let me take you around Japan. Before we start, look at this lamp that I found at the hostel. I thought this shit was pretty dope. I met up with Ludwig again for brunch. We had some spicy chicken on rice. This was definitely the best meal I had in Japan because the chicken was just wet and the rice was dry but also soft, which was the perfect balance. And we had tea with it, so it was just bussin'. After that, me and Ludwig went to Minato City, which is like a higher end area where they have a lot of high end shops and clothing stores. I saw a lot of these cool fucking Lowaway posters, and to be honest, I love how clean and subtle these posters look. Which goes the same for everything else in Japan. As you already know, Japan is a clean place, but all of the design is just so subtle. It's like they just want to shit on everybody with how perfect everything is, from the sidewalks to the posters and even the buildings. Like, look at this school, for instance. It looks like a robot made this school because it's so perfect. All the curves, the cuts and edges, they just look completely perfect. I asked Ludwig if he would want to go to this school, and he said no, because we both agreed that it looked a little lifeless and that it probably was really strict. But honestly, it's probably not the truth, but it's a good theory. But even look at this house. Like, it's just so mesmerizing. It just looks perfect in a sense. Japan is just a completely mesmerizing place. But on our way to our next location, we saw a Ferrari, which I had to take a picture of because I didn't see any Ferraris the whole time I was in Japan. There was a statue of this dog in a business building. It was just so strange. Anyway, we finally got to our next location, which was the Japan National Stadium. We were trying to find a way in so we could get the experience and see what it looks like on the inside, but we couldn't. Everything was locked. So we just walked around and I saw these different plaques, and honestly, they were just really, really cool. So I just wanted to show you guys. But that's just another way that Japan integrates so much minimalism into everything. These plaques look extremely minimalist, and the difference is I know that minimalism is a trend right now, but when Japan does it, it feels way different. It feels a lot more genuine, like this is just how they've been doing it since the beginning. Even if you look at this bathroom, it looks symmetrical and perfect. Like, everything is just placed correctly in the right place, whatever. Here's some bathroom selfies of me. I wore my hoodie like this because I thought it looked cool, and I thought it looked like this. It zips both ways. Don't worry, I'm not a weirdo who just wears capes. But our next stop was the Japan Olympic Museum. They had some super cool stuff there. I'm not even gonna lie. They had the cauldron. They even had this excellence, friendship, and respect engraved into the bench kind of area. And that shocked me because in America, we don't, display those values, and I don't feel like we value that stuff. But to see other cultures do it is just something that I admire personally. Some other things that caught my eye were this sick ass vase looking thing and this building. This building was giant, and to see it had like a curve on that big of a building was just crazy. Like, how do you give a building a fade? Anyway, here's some more just random shit. This was my first crowded train that I've ever been on. Every time I took the train, it was never this packed until today. But as soon as you got off the train, though, back to more amazing, minimalism and expression. Like, I'm telling you, Japan is just a great and creative place. Like, who would have thought to integrate this into a train station? I want to talk to that person right now because they are a genius. Next, we went to Asakusa, which is the more traditional area of Japan, and it was great. There was a lot of foreigners, which I was a little happy to see because I love when people come together or, go out of their way to experience and appreciate other cultures. I don't know. It's not like on a culture vulture thing, but just to enjoy the other cultures, and experience it. I don't think that tourism is bad, but certain people just shouldn't be allowed to go to other countries. Like, there was a woman hanging off the side of this relic like she was at Disneyland. I don't know, I understand that it's cool to be around something new and something that has value, but this is a relic. It's not supposed to be touched. It's just supposed to be admired. And Ludwig and I, we wanted to participate in a lot of the traditional, customs or cultural things at the shrine. But out of respect, we just watched because we didn't know how to do them. They also had these random guys just chilling on buildings or halting you. I just wanted to show them because they look super cool in the area. But the main reason I'm here in Asakusa is because of the drip. Me, I'm huge on fashion. And I've always wanted a samue or an authentic kimono. Which, if you don't know what that is, I'm just going to throw some pictures on the screen. But I'm just in love with how clean those styles of clothing look on people. And I just love the comfort. They all just look extremely comfortable. So I was looking around the shops and I found one shop. And it had this older gentleman in it who I had to use some Google Translate to help him understand what I wanted. But this man was amazing. He was running around the store trying to find exactly what I wanted. He took my measurements and everything. And he was just the best. Me and him took photos together because that's my king. And I'm spending my money there when I come back in December with my girl. After that, after I got my drip or whatever, me and Ludwig got hungry again. So we found a place. But on our journey to eat, we saw this random building, which I'm still trying to figure out to this day what it's for. So if anyone knows what this is, let me know in the comments, please. We thought we already hit McDonald's, so why not try Burger King? So we had Burger King, and it was actually really, really good. And the views were good because we were just eating Whoppers. In the middle of us, chilling, eating our food and talking, two random women just start blowing kisses to us in the crosswalk. And to us, that was a bit strange. But me and Ludwig had noticed that we'd been getting catcalled a lot this day. And we were in shock because Japanese people are usually more reserved and they don't really say much to you when you're out there. But we definitely enjoyed it and it boosted our confidence for sure. Next, we went to the Amiyoko shopping district. And if I had to put it into words so that you could really visualize it, just think of it as an outdoor swap meet. This is totally off topic. But if you look at the buildings and the sky, the reason why I love Japan the most is because of how they integrate technology and human life with nature. It's just so sick. But speaking of nature, Ludwig and I found this random place where you can eat bugs. And so Ludwig, being German and being crazy, said, let's take a dare. And I'm a try guy, so I try anything. And we had it. And that shit was fucking disgusting. It tasted like sand with sriracha. But it was worth a try. At least I got to say that I tried some bugs. On our way back, we saw this art installation in the train station. And it was fucking sick. I made Ludwig stand by it for a fit pic. But, the story goes the exact same way. When we got back to the hostel and we got drunk again. But this was a special drunk. We got drunk as a hoorah because I was leaving the next day. So after we got drunk, I said bye to my boy Ludwig and I took the train to my hostel. And I took a picture of this guy on the train because he was literally my mood. No disrespect, but I was feeling exactly how he was on that train. And that's exactly what I did when I got home, was knocked out. But I'm your Grand Regent Dill. I will see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed it. Mwah.